From a giant disappointment to a sophomore quarterback's impressive game and a historic shutout, it was another weekend of wild football. ESPN analyst and former NFL coach Herm Edwards joins us once again to break it all down. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach. Let's start with the heartbreak for New York. The Giants playing the Broncos in Denver. It looked like they had it all figured out until the last quarter when the Broncos scored 33 points to beat the Giants. What went wrong for Big Blue?
Well, you just mentioned it. They didn't finish the game, the Giants, right? And you think about a game that when you looked at it, I thought when they got the pass interference call, the game was over. Basically, the Giants were going to go ahead and win the game. Obviously, that did not happen. I think a little bit it has to do with maybe the game being mismanaged by the Giants, allowing the Denver Broncos there at the end when they only rushed with 2 to 3 guys at times, gave the quarterback too much time, and then eventually they marched the ball down the field and kicked the field goal. So that's a tough loss for the Giant fans. There's no doubt about that. But they have a quarterback. They got a young quarterback, so they're good.
There's still hope. And let's turn to the Patriots. Drake Maye became the first quarterback in the Super Bowl era to complete 90% of his passes, throw more than 200 yards, and rush for more than 50 yards in a single game. Have the Patriots found their next Tom Brady?
Well, I'm not going to say he's Captain America, and that's what I call Tom Brady. But I tell you what, they found their quarterback of the future. And I think the league is in good standings right now when you think about all these young quarterbacks that are playing well, right? And that's good for football, regardless of who you're a fan for. But New England right now, believe it or not, in the AFC East, they're in first place. New England Patriots. Who would have thunk that, right? They got a new head coach that they didn't like so much in Tennessee. He comes up to New England, a former player, and these guys are in first place. They're playing very, very well.
All right, to another quarterback who had a standout day, Eagles star Jalen Hurts, so good, had a perfect passer rate against the Vikings, making for one of the best performances of his career coming off of a Super Bowl win. What do you say? Fly, Eagles, fly? Super Bowl contenders again?
Oh, yeah, they're flying right now. They really are. And this was an outstanding game. And you mentioned Jalen Hurts was outstanding. This offense was really good. And obviously the offense drives the defense. All I kept seeing is this guy right here with those green shoes. I kept seeing green shoes score touchdowns. I said, those Eagles are flying right now. This was one of the better games that the Eagles have played all year. And if they can continue to build on this, they're going to be a hard out.
Kansas City had their first regular season shutout since 2011 yesterday against the Raiders. Would you call that a statement win for the Chiefs?
Yeah, they made a statement last week when they played the Detroit Lions at home, and they beat up on the Lions a little bit. And now Patrick Mahomes has his full arsenal of players with him. And he was saying early in the season, hey, we got to get well, Well, guess what? The Chiefs are back. You're going to have to deal with them. And they're playing good as well.
All right, 2 games tonight. What should we watch for?
Well, I think when you're game right now, Tampa Bay versus the Lions, obviously the Lions have an early lead in this. And I think it'll go down to the wire. Right now, the Lions are controlling the game because they can run the ball very well with those 2 backs, Montgomery and Gibbs. But the problem is if this game is close and Baker Mayfield has the ball at the end of the game, be careful, because Baker Mayfield can beat you. And the second game, that's going to be a late one. You're going to have to stay up late at night. We have the Texans versus the Seattle Seahawks. And you think about the Texans. I'm going to give you this number. The Texans' defense, after, 6 games, they're only giving up 12 points a game. It's hard to score points against the Texans. Now, they got to go on the road to Seattle. That's a long trip for them. Sam Darnold's playing well. This Seahawks team's playing well. It ought to be a loud stadium tonight. I don't know how many fans are going to stay up that late, especially on the East Coast, to watch a 10 o'clock game, but I'm going to have to be one of them. So I got to drink lots of coffee this evening.
All right. So I know you always talk about Baker Mayfield every week. If you had a fantasy football team, who's the player that you want number 1 on your draft, the player to watch out for this season?
I'm taking Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I
think his passion, the way he plays, he doesn't get enough credit for what he's done. I mean, last year, this young man threw 41 touchdown passes. 41.
Wow.
And it kind of goes unseen. Baker Mayfield, I don't know. Baker Mayfield is playing really well. I just like his persona, how he plays the game of football, his passion for it. So I enjoy watching him play.
We're going to be watching him, too. Coach Herm Edwards, always appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.